Alright, on to... did we say we want to go back to Hellhorned and do this that way? Or do we want to go there? What makes more sense? Like... there... Maybe going back to Hellhorned, because, yeah, I just feel like playing Hellhorned. And let's do it. So we're win streak 3. I've beaten Spine Chief, Rector, and Penumbra. That's right, we lost Penumbra Restore. It was bullshit. So we'll have to loop back around to beat Tethys eventually. We got some games to go here, though. Not looking forward to Sentient and Tethys. But these exiled should be pretty, well, let's not get ahead of ourselves, but I think they'll be pretty alright. Okay, starters could be better, but they're alright. I gotta say, in this combo, Impish Scholar pretty good. I had a thought that the best Echorite clans would be Hellhorn and Umbra, because they have the best consumables. I think I stand by that. What do we got here? Let me fix something really quick. What happened? Okay, never mind. Anyway, Pusher, Talos, Scourge, Arcus, and the old Rage Takeawayer. Not too scared of any of this, to be honest, because I'm Shardtail Queen. Imperialist, easy choice. Easy choice, and easy choice to take this, not sketches. Could technically go sketches if we wanted to, but I don't want to. Max health, if I get stuck with full Imperialist, is actually a significant amount of health. It's already a decent amount of health. Let's just do that. I highly doubt we would do a morsel strategy, even starting with the best morsel card. Spikes should be no problem. Well, it will be a tough boss though, so we'll want to, you know, not waste any imps. Like these imps, I think a big part of knowing how to Shardtail Queen correctly is knowing when to use imps or not. I think we just want to do this. And then wait on all imps. Try to get the stewards out. Like this is a-okay to use these here. And then we just keep using morsels. I would like to do that, but this is too powerful to not play. So the idea with an Imperialist start is, like I said, don't waste imps. We have an abundance with our start. You don't typically start with that many imps. Sometimes you just will only have the Queen Simplings, so you really only want... Your main thing is, like, get rid of the stewards. Go top if you can, unless there's, like, a big reason to go bottom. And... try to thin out your deck such that you'll have Queen's Implings likely to be drawn into the boss, and you'll do enough damage that usually, even if you leak, it's like a very minor leak. So here we just want to scale and not play imps. That's good there. We might even take out some of them in the process. So like here I could play an imp. If I want to take some of them out, that's potentially worth it. Though I probably can just do this and take one out. I think I will actually do an imp here. That way I just take all of them out. I should have put it in the front, but slight mistake, whatever. Do this to take out a lifesteal stack. So now we know we're not redrawing, so I can play that just fine. And I think I will. Yeah, we'll just do that. Eat up all the lifesteal stacks. Got a little unlucky there. There's 4 imps we could have drawn. Sometimes that happens, but luckily, as you can see here, the stats on Shardtail Queen are good enough that we're probably just going to win. Helps that we had Making of a Morsel. And you know, sometimes you leak, but I would say that's true of most champs. I think generally I can get through without leaking here. Don't really need any of these, to be honest. Like, Hidden Passage, I just don't like it with the Queen. It's not untakeable. Fortify is just a do-nothing card, and Vent is good, but I don't think we need it when we have Imps, especially if we have 2 Molting Imps. We would have liked to see a Welder Helper, or a Fledgling Imp, obviously, or a Ritual. Those would be the 3 ideal things to see. And probably even a Hornbreak over these 3 I would take. I suppose if I see an Endless at this steel, I would be open to locking it into a Molting Imp. Maybe. You know, Self-Infused Molting Imp is 20 damage AoE on top of the bomb, so you can do, you know, with rank 1, that's endless 40 damage, while also preventing a lot of damage. I could even add health to it and chump block with it. It's not a horrible play. It's not a scaling play, but it is a, like, kind of like, it's kind of like endless Frost Shark in a way. Probably better, even. So we could still Hidden Passage, like, this is why it's hard to give advice, like solid advice on Shard Tail Queen, right? It's like any run she might do something completely different than what she does on another run. Like, I could do something where I overstack a floor, but I just have Queen on her own floor, spamming out endless Molting Imps, softening up waves. And that's a perfectly fine use for her. It's basically like a Spike Sentient, but better, much better. So I think it's either skip or Hidden Passage. Hellhorned banners do have some passive scalers, obviously. Steelworker, Alpha Fiend being the biggest ones. To a lesser extent, Branded Warrior. And those are the main hitters for passive scaling. Umbra could maybe even provide a Morsel Maker, which would be passive scaling, even though I'm valuing it less and less. I think speculatively Hidden Passage works. The thing about Hidden Passage is, even if you don't end up overstacking, it's not a completely unuseful card, right? Displacing enemies is useful. Now I'm thinking maybe we could skip. I think it's likely I have so much removal that a Mind Collapse is unnecessary. Yeah, I think we could skip the Mind Collapse. I don't know. Probably a skip. I could also put Endless on the Impish Scholar, and then just put a Molting Imp into it if I never find a better Imp. How's our Temple situation look? Okay, pretty good spread. They're a little bit front-loaded, which sucks, but I have time to find stuff. But like Impish Scholar with a Molten Imp Infusion would give me 15, 30 if I get the double artifact. We're definitely going left here. Not even close. Okay, quick. Spell chain. We don't have many spells. Okay, Rail Beater's a fine unit. We can build around that unit. We just need to find some scaling for it. That's also another thing, is if we miss on the plethora of scaling available, you know, I already have this for it, but like, there is, I might put quick multi-rail beater is just pretty PogChamp. Problem is, if I buy this, it's expensive and I can't reroll, and I would much rather prefer multi or quick right now. Or multi or endless, I mean. Now, if it's a shitstone, I just won't take it. I'm debating putting 25 health into this. I don't think there's really any downside to it. Let's reroll for endless or multi. And get shitstone. Sweet. probably won't need these long term. Because I really don't want to necessarily... You know what? We could commit... if it's not endless, I don't think we commit shards to it yet. I'm going to have to commit shards anyway at some point, but... Yeah, if it's not endless, it doesn't make much sense to put 25 into it right now. We need to do something, though. We can't just get away with doing nothing here. I think shade splitters aren't necessarily that useful. Alright, we will have to go harder on shards soon, but... Sucks that we missed endless and multi there. I'm not too sad that I missed quick, though. I'll hopefully have a lot of removal. Mark should be fine here. Sucks no unit draft, though. Makes it harder to go to shards as well when you have to force bad, you know, infusions. Wonder how I want to do this. I mean, this will kill the boss, but I also don't really want to take damage, but I also want to take this out because that's a lot. Yeah, I think we just take a hit here. Let's go... Maybe like this. And we could do that. I think this is maybe more important. We should get that. I can take 2 more damage, it's fine. 50 gold's better than 2 pyre damage. I should likely have stuff here. Guaranteed to have an imp. So we don't kill it. I fucked that up. I might have... Yeah, I gave up 20 damage by putting it in the middle there. That was stupid. I wonder if there's anything I can do there to not have that happen. Let me just double check the math here. So 9 by... I might have been better off just front lining that. I could have prevented 9. Well, it doesn't matter now. Either way, we'll just take fucking 3 hits here. That was bad. That was bad. Mistakes were made. Okay, but we get rewarded pretty hard here. Fledgling will be much more important. So now we really need to hit endless. So steals will be high priority. Space Prism's amazing. Very good spell chain and intrinsic target now. I think we want to go for a Hellhorned banner here. Health would be nice, but there's not a whole lot I want on the left. Well, the hidden passage is a target for removal now, because we're not going to need that. Okay, we got spell chain. That absolutely goes here. Ooh. I would love that Steelworker, but... we do have a little bit of a problem right now. Because I want the Rail Beater and the Deranged Brute on a floor. So we don't need to self-infuse the Fledgling if we're going to take Brute, which we're gonna. Brute is just the best, arguably the best unit in the game. I could argue that it's even better than Apex Imp, just in terms of being able to consistently fit it into a deck that will win. It definitely accounts for the most wins of all my rares, banners. Well, we'll take this. There's no way I'm taking a Steelworker over that. Steelworker's great, but nothing beats Deranged Brute. I am thinking we could... You know, the problem is that the units don't fuse together. Like, I still want Rail Beater, right? Right now, we're not necessarily at a strong position. The thing is, I still could just Hellvent this Fledgling Imp right now and self-infuse it. And then that will at least get me 10 rage and an actually pretty good thing. I think let's take a look here first. What do we got here else? Purge. I could purge the hidden passage. I'm not super strong right now. Okay, this is actually really good for 200 shards, because I need that health and I need the shards. We'll have no problem. We don't have to force shards now that we have that event. If I have 10 rage to the floor, that would be quite good. I think I am going to do that. This way I can miss on Endless and still be fine for it. And it also just makes this fight pretty good, so we pivot the plan a little here because I do need Deranged Brute to pay off. As for the floor, I think it's gonna be Rail Beater and Deranged Brute, and I'll have Shard Tail soften the waves. Yeah, she'll just soften the waves. If I would have known I was getting that, we could have fit everything up here. 1, 2, 3. I don't necessarily need the second thing of the space prism, no matter where I end up putting it. So you're gonna go in front. And I think we want the space up here, just for like extra trump blocking. We want him. We're not worried about the waves. We're worried about Relentless. You know, I'm not super scaled up. This unfortunately is a bad turn. We would have wanted to draw this unit that turn. So there's maybe not a whole lot of point to. I could do this. I think that makes sense. Would I rather lose 14 or lose... Well, I'm not going to lose 14. Would I rather not lose 14 but not gain attack? I think I would like the attack. Okay. I think we should play this. It's really just time to bring this whole floor home. We have a lot we can build out now. Get that out of the way. Probably would have been better just to do some shade splitters, but whatever. I think this wins. Okay, not yet apparently. How does that not change anything? Really? Alright, well, that's my restart. Yeah, it does turn out 70 shard pushback Talos is a bit fucked. Just go to that one because it's the least useful. We could just save all those, try to build a big ass floor for the end. Give one away. It's actually kind of cool that it got moved to the back like that. This guy's going to be a bit of a problem, though. I think we might want to actually just cycle back to this. I guess 2 health, it's just dead. I guess that means that sticks around. We might as well just give him all this then. We may not cycle back to it in time. We're definitely hitting hard. Let's get that out of the way. Better off doing this. It's really good actually. A lot of tank stats. Alright, how are we gonna do this? 1, 2. Fuck that boss. Last stand. So this is... It could be Shroud Spike too, but I think this gives us an out for not finding Endless. We can simply just use this and... You know, we could even get it back. And so on and so forth. I think a Horned Warrior into Rail Beater is pretty good. And I probably want Draw. I don't think Shardtail will go on the main floor. And hopefully we can get an Intrinsic at some point. Quick. We got money to spend now, so we'll do this. Hope for quick multi. 25 health there is fine. We could go 25 there as well, but I will say if Shardtail's not on the floor, which she may not be, probably won't be, then there's not a whole lot of point in putting health into that. It's probably fine to put these on some other imps though, right? Just have them survive sweep and whatnot. And shitstone and quick twice. That really fucking sucks. That really fucking sucks. Oh, either way, take that. Hidden Passage has been okay still. I think we might just get rid of Stewards for now. I could even purchase removals. We do have Merchant of Steel coming up though, so we should hold a little bit. But might as well remove these while they're cheap. Would have been nice to get an Imp Parade there. We're still going to have a rough situation with Mark of Invasion should be fine, but I'm not super happy about this fight. Actually, I am kind of actually debating for this fight running Shardtail on the floor now. I think it kind of makes sense. We don't want to blow this right now. We need the last stand back. I think this does make sense. I could just do that. Lifesteal's better on her anyway. I could put Brute here. It has enough health that eventually when I get the thing, then we should be fine. I do miss out though on the fledgling here. I think we're just playing this though to get the last stand. I'm going to try to preserve the lifesteal as well. Get some stats onto Deranged Brute. Okay, we have this now. Now this, of course, may not actually be that needed, but I am gonna do it. Okay, that kills. I want to get rid of one of these. You're getting your health back anyway, so let's block for that guy. There's the last stand. We're doing that in the name of scaling, giving up some pyre health here. It just has to happen. Now we just need to drop back into Hidden Passage. Looks like we do. Let's see what we can get here. We do get last stand back. That's good. And then we'll do that and that. We may be able to draw back into last stand even. I need it. Okay, we get it. I hope that's enough. It's barely enough. Okay. Wow. Funny thing is, this would be like a kind of a cursed seed so far, even though we've gotten good cards. Like, the actual game plan that we have to implement here, like, we've missed. This could be maybe, you know, I generally like Imperialist start. I could maybe be swayed on Imp Parade start, because I don't mind Imp Parade start either. I just generally like Imperialist, but in a run like this, Imp Parade would have guaranteed us much better scaling, even though our wave clear would be significantly worse. I don't know. I feel like we save so much pyre health with Imperialist, though. And if I do find Endless, Imperialist is just way better. Raid Serum would convolute the last stand portion of this, so I don't think we can do it. We're going here again. Pyre health is welcome. We don't have to go here. I could go left, search for a good artifact, just Hellvent the Fledgling Imp. Like, we may not need Endless if I just Hellvent the damn thing, but Endless would be so much better. I am open to a branding, right? Our defense isn't quite there. I'll take it. It won't be useful on what's his name, but it's fine. Cave-in would be interesting. I don't think I like any of these. Keep it coming. I'll take that health. We still want multi, we still want endless. You can't keep giving me quick and bullshit. Okay, we've fucking got it here. Nice. Do I do that? That does make me commit to having to use Shardtail on the floor, and I don't know that I love that. Don't know that I love that. Pretty sure we're better off just going Horned Warrior into Railbeater and Spell Chain. We don't need to go too hard on shards here. I get 15 there, 10 there. I can get some more here. And I have the Malika event. Oh, intrinsic though, that's absolutely happening right there. Well, we could actually fit Shard Tail onto the floor if we want. Okay. Well, if that's the case, then this makes sense. Oh, okay. Now it's no longer cursed. We have a quick double multi dude. So we've basically won. I think we'd rather have the imps than the shade splitters. Head passage I'm actually gonna keep. I think the shade splitters go here. If it's stealth boss, I can be just fine without those. We've got imps and stuff. Endless imp. Spell chain. I mean, I can get there, right? 15, I'll be at 140, 150. I just need like maybe 20 shards there because of the Malika event. Yeah, we should be good to go here. Okay, this guy. Multi-strike though with the sweeper. At 125 shards. Without much defense with this guy not really surviving long because he's fragile. I can't put armor on him. I could put it on Deranged Brute and Queen though. Every now and then. I don't think to beat this boss I will actually need too many hits from the Rail Beater because we're going to have so much rage and damage. I don't know though. It's hard to say. I am quick as well though. I actually probably kill that guy before he hits us. I think we can do this. I think we can do this. This is why quick is so good on Rail Beater. When you actually start making it into a carry unit. 1, 2... I could get rid of one of these. I think I value that over the scaling. We frontline here. And I think we should do this. And the one we should keep alive is this. We really hope for rage. Let's see. Now we're good. Last stand we're going to need cost reductions on if we're going to be able to play it. I will say that. Maybe we should have just brought back the thing. We might as well bring that back versus last stand, right? That kind of makes sense. We haven't been hit at all. Should I try to redraw it? I'm going to try to redraw it. I'm going to try to be greedy. I mean, I can be pretty certain I'm very likely to draw it here. I'll still do this. I don't need the morsels. Alright, well, unlucky, but whatever, we win. One shot. Okay, we don't need last stand anymore, it seems. +5, I guess. Inferno, maybe. It's generally fine to have one. It's just I don't know, because I still want the last stand, and I still want to cost reduce it. So I can't really, there's only one chance for -2. I'm probably not hitting any magics other than the final one. So, like, I think it's a skip. Inferno's just not going to be able to get played. Engine upgrade, I don't want it back. I want Space Prism back. I wouldn't mind it. But, I I think we want to draw, we want to find the imp. That's really all we need to do in this game at this point. Just see what we're missing out on. Nothing too bad. We do have this coming up. The other ones don't really do anything for us. Honestly, Golden Vault would probably be good, but I don't want to lose all my money on this Arcus fight. Armor would be good. We could put that on Rail Beater. We don't... It's either that or I sap the enemy. And it's a good amount of sap. 3. Sap might be better. Sap and damage. And increase card draw. Pretty incentivized to use that, I think. Great double stack target too. Probably better than branding rate for a double stack. 6 sap is quite nice. Alright, these shade splitters are just completely unnecessary now. We got a really thin deck too. This is coming together. This is, by the way, a huge reason of why I love Hellhorned. We had pieces, but if I could compare this to like a Stygian or a Melting run, we could similarly find some pieces, but or Awoken maybe is the best example. Like, you know, I could find a good unit like Animus of Will, right? Say we're running Restore variant, but if I don't find Razor Sharp Edge in the first 2 rings or some Awoken Hollow Cultivate line, I don't have any options for the rest of the entire run in the Awoken clan to scale my units, whereas in Hellhorn, I have these other cards like Last Stand at the rare tier, which, you know, I could technically, had I never found Endless on this imp, I can still make this work, right? I just need a consume remover, or even just consume return, right? Either one of those is going to work, and I can actually scale offensively, and there's defensive options too. Hellhorn has options at all. Of everything that you need in the game, you can find it at every rarity tier, even if it is in flame. No way around the Ember Drain here, but I don't think we care. I think that makes the most sense. Hellborn Harvest. Well, that's fine. We don't need to really do anything here. Well, I wouldn't have killed that guy anyway. Alright, this card's putting in work for us. Let's take out that one. Still having trouble drawing through the deck, though, which is annoying. Got to the card that matters, though, so it's all good. I'm going to do this a different turn because I want to just do that. Could have actually used it on the Scourge Shuffler there and been fine for it. Okay, here we're lucky that that guy does a lot of damage because don't want to get caught by that thing. Would have been a good last stand turn, probably. This is a good turn to do this, I think. I'll actually just get that out versus that. It's technically, oh yeah, it works because I'm action. Yep, we're good. Still goes to Shard Tail. Keep this in the front. I think this is better than sapping because it's a single striker. And it's probably time to do this, huh? Probably just wins us the fight. Yeah. Definitely wins. I'm disappointed that we even let him attack us. Reinforce would be interesting. Last stand. I don't think it's like that much better than the branding right, but it could be something we need. I don't know, it's too expensive for what it does, I think. I believe we just don't take anything here. Spike, maybe. I am a little bit concerned about Railbeater's ability to survive, but we could always go mid, worst case scenario. Which does mean I would have to take a pip upgrade if that's a route we want to go. And to be honest, we may need to consider that even more strongly. I don't really need this Unstable Vortex, I think. There's nothing really for me at the steel. I could go left here. Chance for finding pip. A decent chance, I would say. Every single pip event is still in the pool, as far as we know. Also 50-50 at holdover sap. Now 200 shards, top level sweep. I don't have much time to find that. I'd also have to find maybe some stuff. I think with how thin my deck is, I can probably just do a pip upgrade. And then if we see a pip in event in the cavern, we're not that sad anyway. Yeah, I guess so. Makes it so I don't have to... like, Pyre Health's probably better than forcing some of the worser things here. Double stack is good. I was hoping for intrinsic and -2. Like, this is a great example. It's like, I don't have to force these now. Let's take a look here. See what I said? It's like, we didn't need the pip, but we're also not sad that this happened anyway. What this does allow me to do, actually, is probably get 2 of these. Which I would probably do. So we can still go mid, and I can go 2 of them. Why not, right? Was going to Hellvent the Imp, which is still maybe probably the correct play, if I'm being honest. I got 3 strikes. I think this is a better double stack. 6 sap pretty much is almost like a day, like kind of like dazed. In a way, it's not quite as good, but it's nearly good, nearly as good. Do I re-roll for more cost reductions? Probably. Like this at 1, I like that. So we'd get more health here, but I would have more ember here, so we'll do that. Anything to do with these? I don't think we're going to need this, but I could still hold that for now. We don't really need these. Yeah. Let's see. With the Malika event, am I going to have enough, though? 175? I may have to actually do this. Let's do this. It's fine. I think this makes sense. Let's not leave anything to chance. I can't remember when the Malika event, how many shards it gives. I thought it was 20, but whatever. I probably just don't need to force the Malika event now. This is the type of run we could go well above 200 shards anyway, honestly. Now we don't technically have to play the second portion of that, and honestly I might not. That works too. Right, we got space. We got space here. Bad turn to draw that, though. Got the money. That 5 health coming in pretty handy there. I think we do Hellvent the Imp, just seeing this go down. Like, it's pretty important that we get that. This is pretty nice there. Could wait on that. I don't think there's huge reason not to wait on that. If I thought I can't kill the Gilded Wing, I guess, but I'm pretty sure we can kill it just fine. Yeah, we're crushing it here. I'm gonna wait even more. I mean, this deck gets so thin, I can basically draw it every turn, more or less. Kind of like having one of those morsel miners around. I'm gonna wait. We're guaranteed to draw it later, so why not? Could start taking some of them out before they get to us, though. Save us quite a lot of damage. So next turn we're guaranteed to get, you know what. Doubt we'll need it, but cool to have it. Like I said, don't need it, but it's there. Cool to get them in one shot like that. Oh, beautiful. That's absolutely getting taken. Could do this for the more YOLO approach, but this just covers our bases so well. Probably allows us to go top quite handily. Void Binding is interesting. I mean, honestly, there's so much damage coming in on Divinity that, like, every now and then playing that might not be a bad idea. I think we do take it. Like, I'm putting it on the chump blocker, basically. Alright, definitely Hellvent. Could do that. I can get rid of all of these imps, really. I think we just do removals if it's not like a super good one, like double extinguish or something. Yeah, none of these are really all that good. Faulty Loader at this I think late game Faulty Loader isn't that needed unless it's like Penitent. Consume Remove. I could Lightstone Casing actually and Consume Remove that. That's not half bad, huh? Then I'm always getting... yeah. I don't mind that at all, actually. I can totally play it. Get that down or that down. Maybe that. I can get some more money, too. Permafrost. Let's just get that down. So this is a bit redundant with this now, though, so maybe I would just... I don't know. This is still potentially more powerful. We'll do that. I got 120 to make a removal. Or I could buy that. So what are we hellventing? pretty sure I'm just hellventing this. Am I going mid though? We'll know based on if we draw that or that in our opener if we can go top. I think either way we need this in either case, so we'll do that. We don't actually need this money then, so let's just make a removal. And the molting imp is probably the one we remove. Probably this. Okay, we're good. Should be a win. We have a draw upgrade, we have a 21 card deck. It's pretty hard to miss on everything. I don't need the extra space. I'd rather avoid Ember Drain here. For this fight. Nah, I think we still do that. This is why I hellvented this. I can't afford, especially against Chased, to draw poorly. Is there any other consumable in the deck? Okay, so we'll just do this one then. Get all of these out of here. And I can move that one up now. Here we go. 1, 2. Buckle my shoe. That guy will die to quick, right? Yeah, I'm doing 100 by 3. We could just start stacking sap. I mean, he's going to remove half of it, but whatever. The deck can still get pretty thin. And here we can do... let's just get rid of this. I was going to do this, but I'll just do this. Try screwing that over, buddy. Go ahead and take my rage away. You can't do it forever. Oops. Aw, did that hurt? That's for taking my rage away and destroying my fun. See, now I don't have to take that. Where's my blank pages, yo? I was promised blank pages. Where's my stapler? I'm gonna burn the damn train down. So on the one hand, we didn't start necessarily with the, you know, the stuff, but I also didn't start with Rail Beater, which means I have an extra turn to draw something like that. I think it's still maybe too risky to go top, honestly. It's like, it's tiresome climb or old magic. It's not that, I already lose a draw. So I don't think we can do this. I think we just gotta go mid, which is absolutely fine. Do it like this. We have enough to do all this stuff. Got plenty of space. You can go there. You can go there. Boom. We're plowing. We're plowing. So we can do this here. Do that. And we got space, we might as well do this. Now granted, there's a lot of harvest here, but we're not too worried about it, I don't think. There's a bit of damage there, huh? That'll be one thing we actually should maybe think about is we don't want to lose that. I could technically go to Ember Drain in this deck and probably be fine. I mean, these are 0. Like, I could do that if, like, Spikes... If we see Spikes mini-boss or something, that probably makes sense. This is kind of why Sap, in a way, is better than Dazed, if you can do it enough. So now he's not even attacking us, and that can stick for quite some time if we keep reapplying it. They did give us more spikes. She herself has no spikes, so watch this. That's how I'm going to deal with that. That's how I'm going to deal with that. Didn't get a last stand, which is maybe not as fun. Probably could have just finished the fight there, but you know how we do. You know how we do. We'll get it anyway. Boom. Flying kill achieved. Hellhorned will never not be my most favorite clan in this game. They're my favorite clan by a large margin. So good. So damn good. And just to recap the run, I know at the start I talked about how Shardtail is different each time. Like, keep in mind, our original plan was not really to use Shardtail on the floor, but to have her just clear out waves before they get to the floor, which is what she did in a few rings. But eventually, you know, you just adapt to what the run gives you. Luckily, it is a big reason of, like, I don't necessarily hate Umbra as a secondary particularly. They have these incredible supporting cards if you can find them, like Space Prism, like incredible with this build. Space Prism, you know, you put 25 shards into this thing, and it's literally worth 2 boss upgrades. That's 2 pip upgrades for 1 Ember and just a card draw and 25 shards. And then, you know, we just high roll on a lot of the other things. To be fair, it's not like that insane of a high roll either, I would say. It's definitely a high roll, but the thing with Hellhorned is there's so many different ways to make a build like this come together. Whereas if it's like Awoken without somebody like that, you'll never even have the chance to make a build like this. You know? Awoken has like really good units, arguably better units than Hellhorned even though I really like the Hellhorned units. You know, an Animus of Will or a Sweeper doesn't even necessarily have to find any upgrades if they have, but they would need the other clan to provide everything basically, unless you find Razor Sharp Edge, and I'd even argue you kind of have to hold it over. At 200 shards, Razor Sharp Edge might not even be enough, but Yeah, that was a fun one. Tag 'em and bag 'em. I knew with Shard Tail we were gonna win. Styles Senate Ultimate. Have fun with that. As always, thanks for watching, and until next time, peace.